My name is Erik Korsten. I'm an anesthesiologist intensivist at the Catharina Hospital Eindhoven, a large teaching hospital, 700 bed, university affiliated. I'm also a part-time professor at the Technical University Department of Electronic Engineering. The Catharina Hospital is involved in RECAP because we have a large, one of the largest of the Benelux, departments of cardiology. We have a lot of heart failure patients, outpatients, and of course the Technical University is also very much interested in remote home care monitoring. Participating in this project means you meet colleagues from England, from Germany, also colleagues within the Netherlands. I mentioned Holst, but also Maastricht, working on similar projects but with slightly different accents. And by working together, talking to each other, you come up with new ideas, and that's one of the benefits. The focus of Hub 2 is remote monitoring and intelligent decision support. Within RECAP we have several sub-topics of the RECAP program. One of them is the cooperation with Turnhout, the city, but also the Hogeschool and the Holst Center here at the high-tech campus at the Philips environment. And this is one of their devices. It's a very inspiring environment. The Holst Center, they make microelectronics with ultra-long battery life, which enables us to monitor the heart rate of the patients during a week, 24 hours a day. It also measures electrical impedance, which means that the resistance of the thorax of the patient is being measured, and you can detect fluid accumulations. Yeah, we have a skills lab for surgeons to be taught and to be trained in laparoscopic surgery, for instance, very intelligent machines, so that you don't have to operate on a real patient, not to learn on a real patient. The same goes for ICT in hospitals, but also at home. It's so complex to use it properly that we created a skills lab for ICT. Also in relation for our clinical decision support program, you have to be taught and you have to be trained in using it properly. And that was the idea behind the Skills Lab ICT. Well, we have the monitor, we have the electronic patient dossier, and we have our machines for testing the developed software on those machines, where people can train, comment, and where we do research with. What this device does, and it's a completely new development, we are on a general nursing ward, so no monitoring normally, but this machine is monitoring patients wirelessly. So they have small devices on their body, and all these data are transmitted wirelessly to a central post. This is the so-called step forward unit. The data you've seen previously are transmitted wirelessly to this server, and on the central post you can monitor this. And also the intelligent system we are developing is continuously looking at these data and creating intelligent warnings. So the loop is closed. You can monitor remotely. Now we do this on the 9th floor of the hospital, but you can do this with the same principles and technology at home. This is what we have learned to call tracebook. You see all the faces of all the people who are involved in the care of a patient. You see their roles: the nursing, anesthesia, anesthesiologist, the surgeon, the surgical assistants, the perfusionist. Everyone has a role, and everyone is doing checks to see if all things are well. Problem with the electronic medical record, for instance, is that it's very difficult to find who has been doing what. By showing faces, you make it personal, you make it traceable, you make it accountable. Every situation in the hospital has his own swim lane, his model of what is happening. And also, the patient himself can be a swim lane. It's completely web-enabled, so we can, and we will, follow patients at home. So the patient can see who was my doctor, who did what. And the only thing he has to do is looking back in the swim lanes. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we started a few projects within and inspired by RECAP, and the results of that are promising. And Philips and the Technical University of Eindhoven, as well as Kempenhagen, it's an epilepsy center, and the Catharina Hospital are investing €200 million the next 5 years, 70 PhDs on topics, and one of them is early warning score, but also early warning score at home and intelligent clinical decision support, as well as advances in remote monitoring.